My college roommate secretly pooped in his bedroom for 2 years. When I started university, I moved into a student house with 6 other people. Everyone was pretty cool, but one guy, who I'll call Jack, always had a strange smell around him. None of us wanted to say anything because it was awkward. We figured maybe he had some kind of medical problem. At the end of the year, we all got along well enough that we decided to move into another house together for our second year. That's when things got much worse. Jack's smell became absolutely unbearable. It smelled like a combination of mold, old cheese, and body odor. It got so bad that none of us could even eat in the same room as him. And there was another weird thing. Jack would sometimes wear 3 pairs of pants at once: jogging pants, jeans, and another pair of jeans over those. We ignored the smell for another year, hoping it would eventually sort itself out. Eventually, we couldn't take it anymore. We all agreed someone needed to talk to him. The roommate who was closest to Jack finally sat him down and explained that the smell was becoming a serious problem. Jack basically ignored him. Then things got even worse. We suddenly discovered that the house had mice, and then bedbugs. The landlord brought in exterminators to fumigate the entire house. While they were there, one of the exterminators pulled Jack aside and talked to him privately. We assumed they were discussing the infestation. Then Jack suddenly disappeared. He told us he was going home for a break. A few days later, the exterminators came back to inspect the house. I was sitting downstairs with 2 other roommates when one of the exterminators walked in. I'll never forget what he asked us. "Have you noticed a strange smell coming from the guy in room 3?" We said yes. He asked, "How would you describe it?" One of the girls looked at him and said, "Shit." The exterminator just nodded. Yep. We all stared at each other. We thought he was joking. He wasn't. They opened Jack's room and discovered that it was crawling with bugs. But that wasn't even the worst part. They found evidence that Jack had been using his bedroom as a toilet. He had apparently been pooping in his room for years. There were 7 suitcases filled with human waste, and he had even been using his curtains as toilet paper. The bathroom was literally right next to his bedroom. The exterminators were completely shocked. They had to remove bags of contaminated items from the room, and the damage was so bad that almost everything had to be replaced: the carpet, the bed, the curtains, the walls, pretty much the entire room. Jack never came back. He ended up having to pay thousands of dollars in damages, and the craziest part, his mother eventually came to clean the room for him. When she saw what had happened, she started crying. To this day, I still can't understand how someone could live like that for 2 entire years while sharing a house with 6 other people. Would you have confronted him sooner, or would you have just moved out?